All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Thursday, guys. Let me just move you guys over here for a second. Let me guys look at this on Zoom. Look at this. You can see me now. Where are we? Give me 2 seconds, guys. Pin this. Cool. There we go. We've got a new green screen for the day. Look at this new green screen background. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. We had some pretty big moves in New York session yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't get to trade New York yesterday as I was having to sort out visa situation and then moving down to a different part of Spain. But it looks like you had some very, very big moves. You had Trump speaking yesterday, and they've taken off a lot of the tariff news with Greenland. So you saw NQ have some very, very big moves, which we'll have a look at. Finally, I missed you. Yes. Yeah, keep sleeping, man. Down in Marbella, man. Down in Marbella. Let me just make sure. I'm just bringing my screens over. Sorry, guys. 2 seconds. I've just got a setup last night. I'm just moving some things around here. Welcome back, everyone. We'll have a look at the market, see what we get for the day. Audio and video, awesome. Thank you, man. Welcome back, everyone. If any guys are new here, welcome. My name is Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. Been trading the past 7 years and mainly focus on gold futures here in the European session. Afternoon, everyone. And what's going on, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's have a quick recap of. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, man. Good morning. What's it cool? Yeah, I've seen quite a lot. Yeah, it was. We got here last night. It was absolutely torrential rain, but this morning it's really nice. Really nice blue skies. So Greenland proposal, Trump endorsed, respects Denmark's sovereignty. Let's have a look here. So I'm just having a quick look at the news, see what we had overnight. No, not yet, Jose. Not officially a Spaniard citizen. Not yet, man. It's been a. I'm sure you maybe it's easier for you, Jose, but yeah, for us it's dealing with the government. It's been so difficult, man. Trying to get this Spanish visa has just been so hard. It's been so hard. Very little, David. Very little. I'm trying to learn though. I'm definitely trying to learn. I wanna try and learn as much as I can. I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to. So yeah, let me just have a look, see what we got for the day here, guys. So we had all that Trump news yesterday. NQ had a huge move back higher. Look at this. We came down. We tagged the lows from yesterday and had this huge rip back higher. Well, it's actually pretty crazy. You had a massive move up, massive sell-off, and then a massive rip back higher. It was all off that Trump news. Yeah, that's all I know, Sean. That's all I know. That's Spanish, right? So in terms of what do we have on the calendar today, we have final GDP for the US dollar, 1:30 London time. We have unemployment claims at 1:30 London time. And then 3 p.m., we have core PCE price index, which could get pretty volatile for gold. A lot of people have been saying that PCE price index could potentially be a catalyst for some profit taking on gold at all-time highs. But we'll see. Gold ended up having a very decent sell-off yesterday. Like I said, unfortunately, I didn't get to trade New York at all yesterday. So this is my first time jumping on the market since we traded London yesterday. It's everywhere yet. It's international, man. You can literally go into anywhere in the world and say, I know exactly what you mean. Morning, all. Good morning, man. Any of you guys trade New York? Yes, any of you guys short? Anyone get some buys into New York session? It's nice to see gold actually creating a range and not just hitting all-time highs. Because, like I said yesterday, when you're at new all-time highs, this is where you want to be careful. You don't want to buy this high. You also don't want to sell this high. But now that we've actually created some ranges and we have price action to the left as finally start taking some trades, this is where we could be in for some nice positions. So, did any of you guys trade New York yesterday? Yeah, Sean, so you had that nice silver trade, man. You had 2 great silver trades yesterday. Ended up the day like 900. Absolutely amazing, man. Just trading 1 micro. Sean ended up the day up $900. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, where do we, let's have a look. So how did we close yesterday? So yesterday we did close still very bullish. Look at this huge bottom wick here. They were already right back at the opening price here. So could we see this continue to break back higher you know, maybe come up and hit yesterday's high. I think that'd be pretty logical. So let's just put on yesterday's high potential targets. Let's get rid of some of these liquidity levels as well, because these have all been hit now. We'll draw some new levels here. This has been hit. These have been hit. These have been grabbed. That was the trade from yesterday. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And let's right now just keep on yesterday's high marked on. If we can get it on, there we go. And what have we done here in Asia? So this is where you guys on Zoom, apologies, didn't jump on the Asian market call yesterday. I didn't get here till like 10 o'clock at night, but I'll be right back to the market calls today as well. So you broke back below 4,800 yesterday. You kind of ranged below it here in Asia. And now you started to break back above. Look at that. The hourly broke back above that support, back above you up, held it. And now you're having this nice squeeze higher. So as an initial intraday target, I think these highs up here look pretty nice. I would imagine anyone trying to sell gold, risking off this previous high. If you guys were here yesterday, we kind of spoke about these market structure liquidity levels pretty perfectly. And I would be looking to see if we can take gold higher. Sammy's come to join the party. That's when you know it's going to be a good session. Sammy's ready to take some trades. So I would be, good morning, man. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back. So yeah, I'll be looking for gold to see if we can get a bit of a pullback. And then ideally, I would like to continue buying gold. Gold, you know, although we have had this nice sell-off, we are still overall bullish. We have a bit of a trend line coming down like this. So again, you guys who were maybe trading Asia today, I don't know if there was that clean of a trade here. I don't think so. But this is our trendline liquidity strat that we talk about every single day. Every single day we talk about this liquidity, trendline liquidity strategy. So the plan of this is, you know, most people are trying to short these trend lines. Well, we're trying to buy up into it. We're trying to buy up into the trend lines and trying to buy up into where most people are trying to sell. You can kind of see here. Look here how you created a new low, but here you didn't. So what is that likely to leave gold? Well, it's likely to come up and create a new high and target these highs here. So we're looking for gold to see if we can spike this higher in the London session. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. We've got 15 close coming in 2 minutes here as well. It's tough for me to want to buy gold this high. So, you know, if we are going to buy gold, I would like to see a little bit of a pullback. I see a little bit of a pullback. Let's see, Josie. Let's have a look, man. Let me just share this. Yep. Yep. It's kind of, yeah, you got pretty decent breathing room there, which is nice, man. Yeah, I would like to see us have a little bit of a pullback before we try and buy. Because if we kind of look at this, you know, from here to here, and we'll look at silver, we'll look at NASDAQ as well. But if we look at gold from these lows here pre-London, 5 a.m. to where we are now, this is a very nice move up. Like this is just a straight, beautiful push, 450 tick move up that just retraced this whole entire clean run yesterday. Look how nice this price action is yesterday. So the price action moves down this nice, it gets filled back up that nice as well. When the price action to the left is messy, then the price action here can get messy. But when you have clean price action to the left, that's where you get the nice moves up. So this is already a pretty decent push up here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe create a little bit of a range, if we grab some lows, and then potentially buy at London Open. Yeah, nice, Dave. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I don't really see an entry to have bought this up. You would have been waiting for maybe a closure above. 30-minute open, no bottle wake, and just ripped. So it'd be hard to want to chase it this high. So yeah, I don't really see an entry to have bought it in Asia. But this is a nice push up. We'll see if we can take some of this into the London Open. Yeah, I don't feel like I missed the move. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think there was an edges. There's no real reason to feel FOMO here. It was nice on the hourly. Look at this hourly tag, the lows closed bullish. So you could be buying here, but again, would I be buying here? Downside risk, massive. Upside risk, I mean, 200 ticks. But I'd like to see a little bit of a, maybe even London Open here. Say if this hourly closes like this, London Open comes for a bit of an hourly liquidity wick, and then we can buy below this current hourly low and see if we can take this high here on Goldie. So I think this could still shape up for us, guys. I think we could still get some nice London trades. Also, I haven't taken anything today. This is my first time jumping on the market since we were on yesterday. The big up was not a 30-minute without a wick. It was at 45. Let's see, man. Yeah, this one here, if you mean this one, man. Yeah, this one here has no bottom wick here. If that's the one you mean, man. Oh, yeah, nice. Yep. Let's see, dude. Let's have a look, man. Yeah, I mean, see that wasn't... See that one you got there? That's definitely not a bad trade. See, my only... Because this is kind of nice. You know, you did... Obviously, were overall bullish. You did grab some lows here and hold support. So I guess maybe you could have bought on this bullish closure back above. You'd have to be pretty aggressive with the management, because then the next hour kind of held resistance, closed a bit doji, and then you finally had the push. So yeah. Still a very nice push, man. You had the trend line liquidity, which is the most important part. You had targets, which is fantastic to see marking them on there. That's the most important part of the plan, is having targets, knowing where we're trading into. It's from 45. I'm not too sure what you mean, Peter. Sorry, man. I'm not too sure what you mean. Was that 45? I don't really know what you mean at 45. Oh, you mean... sorry, I mean the time. The time 45. Is that what you mean? Sorry, man. Here, 45. Yeah, I got you, man. Yep. Yeah, both here, 5:30 and 45. A little bit of a gap up there. Look at that. A little bit of a gap up. Big rip. Was there maybe some news for that? Again, look at this as well. Here in Asia, although there wasn't that much of energy, how many people do you think would have also been trying to sell this in Asia? How many people do you think would have been trying to short this in Asia, risking off that high? Now, why would we not sell that? Well, because you haven't grabbed any previous highs. You have a massive trend line coming down, so it's more reason to have bought gold here. Not that there was that much of an entry, but this is what fueled this move up. Massive trend line coming down at very nice levels. Yeah, definitely, actually. Yeah, you definitely could. Once it closes bullish, definitely. As long as it doesn't reclose back below, given how bullish gold has been. Yeah. Yeah. Again, Pierre, that's a great point as well. And if they were at the time of buying down here, there wasn't much of a daily top wick. Yeah, which you can see tiny. I basically call that no top wick at 100%. So it'd be more of a reason to buy that up. Absolutely. Oh, nice, Glenn. Nice. We'll jump on our soon as well, man. It's amazing. Alad's been part of the community for 4+ years, since it was even before a thing. So yeah, Alad has a lot of value and wisdom to share. So definitely reach out to Alad as much as you need. Alad is a super knowledgeable and great trader as well. Great trader. Where would you want the pullback to get to? It's a good question. I would like to see, you can kind of see here on gold, you've kind of just been pushing up for this whole time. So I would like to see this next hourly kind of look something like this. See if we can, let me bring this over, but try and draw this a little bit better. Let's see. Like this. You can kind of see here on gold, sometimes when you top out a bit, you come down, you grab hourly lows, and then you break back higher. Like here, you come down for a big liquidity wick, and then you break back higher. So I would like to see something similar. Here, come down, tag some hourly lows, and then break back higher. Which is kind of what you see on gold when you have just had a straight push up. So if I want to buy on gold, I probably want to be a buyer below this current hourly low. So as soon as we get this hourly close on gold, which is in 10 minutes, we're going to have the London Open. I'm going to drop down to lower time frame and see if there's a reason to see gold come back down this far. And then see if we can buy. But look how far away we are from VWAP right now as well. Very overextended up here. As long as, let me just get up my currency chart as well. As long as these highs haven't been grabbed on the currency chart, this is a nice target. If they have been grabbed on the currency chart, then that's that liquidity level done. Let me just have a quick look. Has it been hit? Yeah, gap. Ooh, very close. Yeah, no, it hasn't. Hasn't quite hit the double top. Came very close though. Yeah, gold's above all VWAP levels here. Very extended. Yep, back into that big 15. Yep, definitely. But again, though, remember, you know, your job isn't to, and again, this is something that I used to do wrong in the earlier days, is your job isn't really to worry too much about where price can pull back into. Your job is to react, to support, be informed on the pullback, and then reacting to the longs. Same as, same as where I bought here yesterday on gold. We took a lovely, there was a lovely 30-minute fake out trade. There was a lovely hourly trade. And And when you're up here, you know, you don't have to worry about, you know, could we pull back to here, or could we pull back to here, or could we pull back to here, or maybe we're going to pull back to here. And then you're just trying to, you end up trying to worry too much. Your job isn't really to worry about where we might pull back into or predict where we might pull back into. It doesn't really matter too much about where we think price can pull back into. But if we pull back into some nice support and we throw a morning star, or we start having some liquidity grams and forming some support, I'll buy it from here. So try not to worry too much about thinking where can price pull back into. Wait for price to get down into these levels, see how it reacts, and then just take the breakout and bounce. Wait for reversal signs at nice levels, because otherwise you can sometimes worry too much about, like, let's say, for example, you think gold's going to pull back down into here. Now, it's not wrong to think that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with thinking that. But let's say we pull back into these areas and we start having some liquidity grabs and breaking out. Do I want to not take it from there just because I think, oh, maybe not that, maybe. Just because I think we might pull back down into here? Not at all. If we show reversal signs from here, I'm going to buy it from here. If it doesn't work and it comes back lower, that's fine. Accept the risk and I'll take it from here instead. So try not to worry too much about thinking, where can we pull back down into? To me, minimum hourly low, you know, even if we start grabbing some 30-minute lows and then we break out in the lower time frame, then I can start taking it from there as well. So one thing I used to do in the early days is I used to be so obsessed with, you know, I used to do a lot of, you guys have probably heard me talk about this, but I used to do a lot of forecasting. And I don't really agree with trying to forecast, because I think the more you forecast, the more you try and predict. Well, the more you try and predict the markets, the more you try and put your opinions on, the more emotional you're going to get when your opinions don't get met. Whereas we're not paid to have opinions in the markets. We're paid to react off what the markets are showing us. So these reversal patterns are what is the most important part. Same as here on gold. Here was a beautiful reversal pattern to buy here at 6 o'clock London time. Now, you could have thought price was going to come back down here. And like I say, it's okay to think that. But if you start seeing reversal signs from here, take the trade from there. Don't worry about what's down here. We want to trade what's right in front of us. Yeah, let's have a look at silver as well. I think I have the same problem with take profit. I hold out for it to reach my level and lose most of my profit. Yeah, there's a good point as well, Glenn, because you kind of need to have that balance between, you know, not closing too early and letting your trades run, but also not holding for too much. And that's, to me, why these liquidity levels are so important, because these liquidity levels are reversal levels. So if we're buying up into these liquidity levels, these levels here are essentially our take profit levels. This is what these really are. So if we buy here on gold, this is our take profit level. If we buy around here, this is our take profit level. Because these liquidity levels can sometimes get tagged and just completely reverse. So they're great exits as well. They're great levels to have targets to trade into. They're also fantastic exits. Fantastic exits. Sometimes you can buy and sell into a liquidity level. It can hit it perfectly and just completely reverse. And you can get out right at the good points. Yeah, I have them on a second screen, man. So yeah, let's yeah, trend line target 100%, man. That's this whole play. So what I'll do with the trend lines, if you have a trend line liquidity play like this, and again you'll see these hit time and time again. I'll just show you guys. We've got 5 minutes till the London Open, and we'll have a look at some other markets. But just to teach you guys this quickly, because it's very important, is let's say if you're trading the trend line strategy, and let's say if, and again this hits very well, especially for gold. Let's say you're doing something like this, and then you're doing like this, for example. So one thing I'll do with the trend lines is, let's say this is the price action. What I'll do is I'll get the trend line and I'll just mark on the second and highest point, and they will become my liquidity levels. Now you can pretty much just delete the trend line. Just keep it clean. So there's my liquidity levels. So I'll mainly look to target the second point first. If we break above it aggressively, then maybe you can target the second level. But if we start hitting this first level here and rejecting, sometimes just taking it from here to here is more than enough. So yeah, they've been insanely clean lately. It makes targets so easy. Yeah, 100%. the trendline liquidity plays on gold are very, 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 very good. So kind of like right now on gold, you know, you have this trendline liquidity play coming down. So what you can do is you can just take the trend line and just mark on the key points of the trend line, and they'll become our liquidity levels. Same as here on gold for this very small Asia trade. Look at this, you had a nice little trend line coming down like this. So most people trying to sell here, we're trying to buy up into it. So you take the trend line, mark on the highest point, there's your liquidity levels, you're buying up into that. Same as the trade that we took, this one that we called in Discord, we called this live in Discord. We got London open in 5 minutes, guys. We'll look at some other markets, don't worry. I'm just teaching you guys something before the markets, before London opens here. But for when you guys on Zoom, I shared this trade in Discord, this is exactly what this trade is based off. You have a trend line coming down. So I'm basically anticipating that, and when I say most people, you know, I don't think I'm like trading with the banks or something like that. When I say most people, I mean, this would be me. I would be the person who would be trying to short third touches of trend lines, risking of the highs and always getting squeezed out. So for this example of the trade that we took on Tuesday, this was my thought process. You had a 30-minute breakout, you had a 5-minute trend line. So here's my liquidity level. So all I'm doing is buying up into the trend line. And again, like I said, you'll see these happen time and time and time on gold. They get hit very, 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 very well. Where are we, Goldie? Yeah, we've got London open in 2 minutes here, guys. 2 minutes. Which time format you suggest to look for support? Be informed. I would say 15 and 30 minute, and even hourly, to be honest, man. Definitely not 5 minute, because you could get a strong, you know, you could get a strong bearish 30-minute closure, but the 5 minute could be finding support. But that 5 minute finding support could just be a top wick on the 30-minute to continue selling off. So definitely not the 5 minute. You only ever want to jump down to the 5 minute once you have confirmation on like the 30 and higher. Personally. Oh yeah. So if you're doing the trend lines like this, yeah, this is a good trick. If you hold down, so if you got the trend line, because sometimes if I try and draw a liquidity, it's like a little bit off. I'm a bit weird because I like to have it perfectly straight. But if you hold down control, that will turn on the magnet tool, so then you can put it to lows. And then if you come here and if you hold down shift, then it'll put it exactly straight. Like that. So if I hold down shift, then it will just do it like that. If I let go of shift, then I can do it wherever you want to. 7 years of trading view right there. That's London session value done. No, see that I can't show. That drawing the candles that perfect, that takes years of perfection, man. Do you place your stop loss based on technical or based on some other criteria of the range? Stops are based off liquidity grabs. So for example, the trade I took yesterday, if you were here yesterday, we spoke about this trade, but my stops are always based off liquidity levels. So what I'm really waiting to do is to see price grab some lows and break out. And then my stop is going based on that liquidity low right there. So the last point where price has grabbed the previous high or low, that's going to be my hard stop loss. Same for the trade here. Stop loss goes below the last liquidity zone. So here you kind of wicked out some lows, closed bullish, so stop goes in below that low. So say if you're buying here, for example, the last liquidity low was down here because that's the low that wicked out some previous lows before pushing up. So there's my last liquidity low. That would have to be my stop. But yeah, no, I don't really judge based off ATR or anything like that. It's not ATR is not really something I look at personally. Definitely has its place, but personally it's not something I use. For instance, right now on gold, you know, let's say if I was shorting gold right now, not that I'm shorting gold because I think we squeeze higher. Well, we've got London open here as well, guys. But this, if I was shorting gold, trying to scalp this down, this would be my stop because that was the last liquidity grab. You wicked out the highs, you push down, that would be my valid stop. You re-break these liquidity highs, you're going to come much higher anyway. Therefore, there's no reason for me to risk any more than that. So let's have a look here, guys. Let's have a look. Hourly time frame. You have still closed very bullish here on gold. We've been pushing up for the past 3 hours. So ideally, we want to be... yeah, it's an add-on package. That's a great idea, Sean. Are we trying to make the line straight? Yeah, it's a... It's such a simple thing, but it definitely helps. Like I say, if mine's off a little bit, I really don't like it. So yeah, if you hold down shift, then it makes it, yeah, perfectly straight. So gold still closing very bullish here, guys. Ideally, we want to be following price. Do we need to come down as far as this previous hourly low? Maybe not. If we start grabbing previous 30-minute lows with this double top target, then we'll see if we can buy from there. So let's see if gold could maybe wick some of these lows and start to break out, and then see if we can just play this range. I'm not looking for a huge trade, but even from here to here, I mean, it's a 100-tick range. 100-tick range is very, very, very nice. Let's have a look at silver. We haven't looked at silver yet. Goldie, I'm going to see if we can grab these lows. Let me just get up my other chart here. Where are we? I'm going to bring up my, put Discord over here, bring up my chart. Just want to see if Goldie can maybe wick out some lows before we can take this higher. You had a bit of a gap down there on the currency chart as well. You don't see that very often. Spot chart gap down. So silver's kind of been, again, same as gold. You have this trend line coming down. You still haven't grabbed any of this trend line. You kind of, here, look at this. Silver hit it once, 2, 3 times and actually had a huge sell-off. Where do you come down into? Right down to these big lows here. But then continued selling off. Whereas gold's been breaking much higher. Whereas silver's kind of been ranging at these highs. Now, daily time frame. Let's have a quick look. How did we close yesterday? So what did we do yesterday? So you kind of formed this evening star play here. You closed bearish yesterday. However, you couldn't close below previous day low. You couldn't close below Tuesday's low, and you wicked all the way back above. So to me, silver is, of course, still bullish. Again, though, it's kind of similar to gold. Look at this. You've already held some massive, massive areas like this. You're already below these liquidity levels. So you're already, anyone buying here on, so you kind of see here on silver, look at this. Same as the trend line play. You have a trend line coming up. I wouldn't sell silver because silver has been so bullish. But what do? We came down and we massively grabbed all of this trend line. But what have we not yet done? We haven't grabbed the highs. So we've grabbed the lows of the liquidity. We've grabbed the lows of the trend line, but we haven't yet grabbed the highs. So again, I would like to see silver go higher. Again, though, it's not easy right now. I remember we have PC price index today as well, but the reason it's not easy right now on silver is because look how much we've already pushed. Whole entire Asian session on silver had just been, you had this massive hourly fake out. Silver was nice. Any guys trade silver today in Asia? Silver was much nicer than gold here today. You had a very nice, very, very, very nice hourly fake out, and you've just been kind of non-stop pushing since then. So again, it's not ideal. I mean, we jumped on yesterday. London had great moves, but right now on silver, you're already up this much that it would be pretty crazy of me to want to buy or sell silver this high. I certainly wouldn't want to buy this high. I do believe, a lot of people will be trying to short silver, but again, I'm not just going to trade what I think for no reason. If I'm going to buy silver, then I probably want to see silver maybe bounce off this trend line, pull back, and then see if we can continue buying. Again, though, with it being this high, as annoying as it may be, Risto Ferrari, yeah, true. Is that what, full port Thursdays? That's all I read from that. With silver being this high, the likelihood is you will very likely range here, guys. I know it's not really what we want to hear, but the likelihood is you push this much, you're very likely to create a big range. And if I had to give a say on silver, to be honest, I would want to sell silver. But do I want to sell silver just because I haven't got the longs up? Not really, because I can see it coming for a bit of a pullback. Look at this. Everything we just spoke about, we have the same comment as the upside. So maybe people are trying to buy here. You can short into it. You have just wicked out some highs. So maybe there is a half risk short here on silver. Yeah, trying to get back, man. It's been a mission so far with the dog. It's very, very, very hard. But yeah, Asia has been having great moves. Really, really, really good moves. So silver's just come up tagged high. So, I mean, there could be a potential silver short. You also just tagged hourly high. So silver could actually shape up here, guys. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's true. There's no such thing as half risk on silver. Yeah, 1 micro on silver is still very big. So, well, yeah, one micro on silver is very, very, very big. So you kind of want to wait for more confirmation. Does he have VC? He's got a full passport, man. Full passport. He actually does. Yep. I'm drawing. Yep, I like that jersey, man. On the 15, this would have been a correct entry. Yep. Yeah, he took that breakout, man. That's really nice. Really, really, really nice, man. Although it may seem like it's kind of too high at that point, it's not, because it's been so bullish and you can easily manage risk if you, let's say, start breaking back below there. Easy risk management. So hard stop there, great. Easy management there. I like that, man. So let's see. I do think silver is potentially shaping up nicer than gold right now. Unless gold comes down and wicks the lows and then we can get long, fantastic. In terms of what do I see right now, because we're trying to trade for the next hour, I could potentially see longs. That's a good point, Anshuk. How to judge with the touch of a trend line won't hold? I mean, anytime you see a third touch of a trend line, the likelihood of it getting broken is extremely high. I like to always touch. I always like to target the second touch. I feel like that gets hit more than the highest point. But again, it depends on the price, actually. You know, I think targeting the second touch is always the smartest play. Again, it depends on the higher time frame. Like you might, for instance, right now you're cooping up a second touch with a nice double top. So that's why, to me, this would be a nice target. So you confluence up with a couple of other things, but I think if most of the time you go for the second touch, that plays more well. It's kind of like for instance, kind of like the trade that I took here. Although it did end up pushing much higher. Here, I was just happy to take it to the second touch, because I've seen it a lot of times where, you know, sometimes you can even hit the second touch and then pull all the way back down before then going for the third touch. So I prefer just to play it up into the second and see how we react. Yeah, to be honest, Jake, most of my trades, I would say, are based off 30-minute execution, man. And the main reason I'm watching the 5 minute with you guys is because I'm trying to take trades together so we can see the plan playing out in real time. But yeah, most of the time, man, they are 30-minute trades. I mean, even here, you know, this one that I shared in Discord, although this was 5 minute execution, this was all still based off the 30-minute time frame. You know, it's based off a 30-minute fake out. So even if I do trade the 5 minute, yeah, it's always based off the higher time frame. And then 5 minutes purely just to buy and sell. So sometimes you guys see me trading the 5 minute, you think like you have to be jumping shit on the 5 minute. But no, even if I'm trading the 5 minute, my trades are still always based off hourly and 30-minute candle closures. So this trade here, you know, you can see here, it was a very nice, and this is the one we shared, it was a very nice 5 minute trade. But the reason for this trade wasn't based off the 5 minute. It was based off the hourly time frame, based off the daily, and based off a 30-minute closure. And 5 minute was just to basically press buy and sell. Gold trying to come and squeeze these lows here, guys. Let's see if silver's shorting. There may be a potential silver short. Again, silver's does scare me a little bit. Silver does scare me. Let's see. 15. The reason I like silver more is because you're wicking out hourly highs and you haven't had any. You know, I'm kind of thinking if we're going to buy silver back up into these highs, I would say at a minimum, I'd want to be a buyer from 94s. Not 94, sorry, around 93.60s. That's where I'd want to be a buyer on silver. So if I'd want to be a buyer down here, well, could I potentially short it? Yeah, I think so. I may see if there's a potential silver short here, guys. I'm going to trade it very small because it does move very, very big. Let's see. Let's see if we get top wick on silver. Goldie's selling off here as well. Let's see. A little bit of a top wick silver. And I'd be looking to short silver into this trend line. Kind of pretty much everything we've just spoken about. Trying to short it into the trend line where I believe most people are buying. Ah, a little bit of a top wick silver. A little bit of a top wick would be great. Any quick top wick there, I would like to have sold that. Trading one micro silver. Yesterday reminded me of when I started trading gold, and I would just trade 1 mini. So yes, yeah, similar dollar amount, yeah. Yeah, there was a time, I think it was even maybe 2-3 years ago. Oh, damn, silver. Look at that. I just wanted a very quick top wick there to sell that. Goldie selling off as well. Oh, silver. Silver, silver, silver. Playing with us. But if we grab these lows and start wicking back above, remember the overall bullish is bias. I am watching gold here. Gold selling off as well. The reason I don't like shorting gold, because you'd be shorting a double top. The reason I prefer shorting silver is because you've already grabbed the liquidity. So you wonder why would I short silver and not short gold? Gold didn't really grab any highs. You can see here. Didn't really grab this double top. It did grab some intraday highs, but you didn't grab any double tops. You also didn't grab previous hourly highs. Whereas silver wicked out previous hourly highs and started to break back down, which is exactly our plan. Hey Aaron, I live in the US and I've just started following you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Honestly, I've learned a lot from your channel, especially about patience. Thank you so much. I pray to see you in person one day. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you tuning in. And man, I would love to do a US trip at some point, man. So maybe even this year. I've been wanting to do it for quite a while. So if we do get to do a trip over to the US, you know, I'll try and meet up with some of the Topstep guys. We'll try and do a US Topstep meetup. Absolutely, man. I would love to meet up with you guys, 100%. The US is one of the places that I really want to visit. And I want to go to Canada. I really want to go to Canada as well. I want to do a big US trip, big America trip. So I appreciate you tuning in, man. Thank you for being here. Trump won't let you in. Why not, man? You need me. You don't realize I'm the host of the London Open show? What do you mean? You see, if we were selling this on silver here, guys, the second you start grabbing these lows here, I would have to manage because this is previous 30-minute lows. So again, although we're on the 5-minute, we're still looking at our higher time frame highs and lows. Canada's awesome. Yeah, Canada looks beautiful. I would love to visit Canada. Come to Colombia more than welcome. Yeah, that'd be amazing, man. I would love to. That'd be incredible. As soon as I get this Spanish visa, I can start traveling a little bit again, get on planes and stuff. Yeah, I would absolutely love to, man. Colombia would be awesome. Yeah, Canada does look beautiful. I did try and, I tried to go to Canada when I was younger. Before I went to uni, I was going to go do a snowboarding instructor course in Canada, but I didn't get let in. Not that I didn't get let in, but the visa situation was really weird. It was like, you just get picked randomly. My friend got selected and I didn't. I was gutted. But again, then we went to uni and learned trading, so everything happens for a reason. So shout out to Canada because we're here right now. Yep, I like that. That's perfect, Sean. That's perfect, man. Example of a trade that I took based on 30-minute but entered on the 5-minute. Yep. Previous 30-minute close bullish. Grab the lows. Yep. It's a great trade, man. So we got the 30-minute there and 5-minute execution. Yeah. Really, really nice. Really nice. Yeah. So yeah, this thing, and there's nothing wrong with, you know, execute on the 5-minute. But for you guys who are trying to get consistent with gold and consistent with the plan, don't worry about it too much. I think a lot of people, you know, drop down to the 5-minute to maybe hope to find, you know, really refined entry with really tight stops and really big risk rewards. But, you know, like I always said to you guys, refinement comes with time. Right now, get consistent at reading the hourly, the 30-minute, the daily, and you will get great trades. Great trades. Do you snowboard? Yeah, I do snowboard. I haven't all gold below previous hourly lows. There may be a long here on gold actually. Let's not forget what we're looking for here on gold. So we just came down and we grabbed these lows. So anyone buying here on gold just getting squeezed out. So if we now start breaking higher from here, this could shape up for a long. Let's not forget our overall bullish bias here. Again, that's one thing you can do on the 5-minute. You can forget your overall bullish, and you can see this move down. But I'm going to short. But remember, always zoom out, which is what I'm always doing here. You guys will always see 1 minute I'm on the 5-minute, then the next minute I'm on the hourly. Now the reason I'm looking at this hourly is because you've just tagged hourly lows. So now I want to watch the 5-minute to see if we can break out from here to go long. But yeah, I do snowboard, man. I haven't snowboarded in a very, very long time. I really want to go here in Europe again. So again, as soon as we get our visa, I really want to go on a ski trip. A dream would be, you know, trade in the morning in a ski resort and then just snowboard and be in the snow all afternoon. That'd be amazing. Make the trades in the morning and then go enjoy snowboarding. Did you learn trading at uni? Yes, I did, man. What did I say? I studied business of entrepreneurship. I didn't learn trading through my degree. I just learned trading at uni. Just research and ways to make money because I was an incredibly broke uni student. And I tried a lot of stuff. I tried drop shipping. I tried building stores. I tried to sell fitness programs because I was proper into the gym back then. I've tried a lot of different stuff. I also tried trading and lost a lot of money and quit trading for a little bit. But trading was just something that I always came back to because I was just so fascinated by it. Bring back Jack Darren. No, I was so dedicated to the gym. Don't worry, I still work out now, but not as much as I did then. It wasn't worth it. Not that it wasn't worth it. No, it wasn't worth it. I would track everything. If I went like a couple of calories over, I'd have a meltdown. It's crazy. This is the conversation I had there. No, I didn't, Glenn. Does that help now though? Does that make more sense, Glenn? No way, that's crazy. When you were 8 years old, that's crazy. That scared me. Yeah, big time. Good man. So you only want to be using the 5 minute once you have confirmation on the higher time frame. But to be honest, man, you know, if you're just trying to get the strategy down, Glenn, honestly, man, it will be so beneficial for you if you don't even worry about it at all. You know, you can watch me trade it here live. You know, sometimes I'll share trades on it, but don't, for your personal trading, yeah, don't even worry too much about it. Do I still count calories? No, I don't still count calories, but I do try and make sure I'm hitting like protein intake pretty much every day. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true, Sean. Tuna. I used to eat tuna out of the can. That was awful. Awful. My VWAP settings, it just have the I just had the standard one here on this chart. Like this. Yeah. This is just my standard here. Do I have it on this silver chart? Yeah, I do. It's just so look how far away VWAP is right now. Back down at 92.50. Like that's huge. Which is kind of scary wanting to buy this high. Gold's still trickling lower here. But yeah, I learned trading at uni when I was just very broke student. I literally used to live off £50 a week. That's all the allowance I had was £50 a week. Is what I used to live off in uni. Tried lots of different things and then came across trading in the most worst way possible. Seeing the get rich quick schemes. And I lost a lot of money trading in the beginning. A lot of my own personal money that I absolutely couldn't afford to lose. Which is exactly why I say to you guys, do not do that. You know, when I first started trading, no, I think Topstep was definitely around, but I didn't know what prop firms were. We're talking like 7-8 years ago now, but I didn't know what prop firms were when I first started. I just was told that, you know, you have to put money into this specific broker with this specific link and copy my trades, and the rest is history. And I thought, wow, this is it. What a nice guy. And then here we are. The guy's still going, Sean. The guy's still going. I think he has his own brand of rice cakes now. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Robbie. Since GC swept the previous hourly low, what are you looking for it to do? All I'm really looking to see here on gold is to break back above. Nice closure back above, and then I'll just follow the momentum higher. That's all I'm really looking for, man. Just some sort of breakout from here. You know, I don't want to sell it down here. So if I want to buy it, or maybe we grab previous 15 lows, maybe a 15-minute morning star, 5-minute break above. I kind of just want to see some signs of support. So for me, signs of support and reversal plays, maybe an inverse head and shoulders, maybe a morning star, maybe a fake out. That's what I'm really looking for here. Morning star or a potential fake out, or maybe even a 15-minute morning star. The thing is though, one thing I always do is I'm always looking down here. Right now it's 8:20. So the 30-minute candle close, the 30 minutes is going to close in 10 minutes. So I really want to see this 30-minute candle wick back above. If this 30-minute wicks back above this previous 30-minute low, I can start buying from there. I'll buy the 8:30 open. Silver, let's see. Silver was tough. I really wanted to sell silver. But not really doing too much. Thing is on silver from here to here. Nice little scalp. Let's see. Yeah, Nasdaq. Yep, definitely. We can have a look at Nasdaq. So Nasdaq's been on a really good recovery based off the Trump news yesterday. You came. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this perfect liquidity gap. You came down. You tagged previous daily lows, which if you guys were here in London, I think it was Cade. You hear Cade? I think Cade spoke about these shorts yesterday. I don't know if Cade's here today, but Cade spoke about these shorts yesterday in London to come down and grab previous daily lows. You came down, grabbed previous daily lows, and you broke aggressively back higher. So where would be an easy top target here on NQ today? Because we're bullish again. We held 25,000. We broke back above 25,250. Fundamentals of Greenland have now changed, and now we're breaking back higher. So ideally, same as sorry, not same as gold. Ideally, we would be looking to buy this up into yesterday's high again. If you trade NQ, see, look at these. This was since, again, I haven't touched this since yesterday, guys. This is, you guys who were here yesterday, this is the analysis from yesterday. Look, I don't trade NQ, but look at this. You guys who were here yesterday, look at this. I haven't changed this since yesterday. This is exactly what we spoke about yesterday. Look at this. You had a trend line coming up, so based off everything that we've spoken about so far this morning. And again, guys, if you listen to what I'm saying, don't just wait for me to say press buy or press sell. If you actually listen to what we're teaching here, this happens on every single market. So if you guys who were here yesterday, again, like I said, I haven't touched this since yesterday. We said yesterday we had nice daily lows as downside targets. We had a trend line coming up, and we also had a nice liquidity gap. So what we were saying yesterday is the reason I'm recapping this is because I want you guys to learn this so you guys can start taking these trades on your own. But what you can see here, we had this left shoulder, there's our head, and we said for price to come up into this right shoulder, which is this arrow that I've drawn on that I haven't touched, and then for price to come down and liquidate this trend line and come down into these daily lows. Well, look at that. That was an absolutely perfect sell-off yesterday. 124-point move down. Huge sell-off yesterday. Reading liquidity and price action. Super, super simple. So if any of you guys did short that down yesterday, and remember, guys, you guys on YouTube, if you are on X, be sure to tag me at the Aaron Trades, hashtag London Open, and tag Topstep as well, and I'll be able to see your guys' charts. So if you guys are on X, I'm just at the Aaron Trades, and if you guys do hashtag London Open, tag TopstepTV, hashtag London Open. If you guys do take these trades, tag me. Let me know. Let me know that you're trading the trendline liquidity strategy. That you're trading the head and shoulders play. Show me that you guys are taking these trades, because this was like I say, I don't trade NQ, but this was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful sell-off. So now that we have, again, look at this. You tagged the lows and then you just ripped back high. This is a crazy, crazy, crazy move yesterday. Look at this, right below the daily lows. 450 points. Like, that's insane. So, excuse me. From here on gold, what would I be looking for today? I'd be looking for longs. Now, again, trading NQ let me show a quick look at gold. Trading NQ in the London session, you want to be trading NQ early doors. Like 7 a.m. is when you typically see gold have the nice moves. 7 a.m. London time, NQ is having the nice moves. So you can see here, look at this nice fake out. You broke below, you broke right back above. There's your longs, there's your stop, here's your target. So I would wait to see what NQ does at these highs, because ideally you'd be already buying this. Like I said, I don't trade NQ, but ideally you'd be already buying this. Yep, definitely GC 50-minute Morningstar, 100%, man. I see that. Good spot. Nice spot, man. I'm seeing that too. We have this 30-minute close coming in 5 minutes. So for the, I think it's more of a 30-minute Morningstar potential. If it was a 15-minute Morningstar on gold, you'd want to see the current 15 grab the previous. Could potentially be a 30-minute, man, definitely. I know it's not part of your strat, but you mentioned head and shoulders. Do you pay attention to cup and handles? Gold has one on the 5 and 15. I trade them. Is it, from my understanding, again, I'll see if I can get an example. Is it kind of like when gold like kind of does this, then you break back high? Is that what a cup and handle is? Not something I've used. Let me have a look, man. Cup and handle trading. Let's see, man. Yeah, so it's kind of like, and then you kind of pull back, and then you're trying to get that breakout. I believe that's pretty much what it is. Nice reversal sign. Gold's forming it. Let's have a look, man. So in terms of the guys who are asking about NQ, in terms of what would I want to see today on NQ, well, like I say, ideally you'd already be buying NQ because this is already our plan playing out. It's a 30-minute fake out play. Yeah, we've got 3 minutes until this 30 minutes going to close here on gold, and we're starting to wick back above. So if we get a breakout here on gold, I'm going to look for longs. Let me see, 5 minute. Let's look at the 5 minute on my other chart here. Not the cleanest yet. We've got time. It's like a measure move, yeah. So in terms of, NQ, I think you have people shorting here, trying to call tops. You're trying to buy up into that. Breakout, just any closure above a level. Like here, fake out. That's a decent breakout as well. You broke below, you break right back above. There's your breakout. There's your trade. Any candle closure above a previous support or resistance level that we've been breaking. So I mean, on gold right now, a breakout would just be any sort of candle closure above. How did you learn liquidity? Still don't really understand how it works. I learned it because I would always be the one who would be getting stopped on the wrong side of the markets all the time. But I mean, I have some videos on my YouTube channel. It's just Aaron Trades. I have plenty of videos on it. A lot of people do overcomplicate liquidity. Like there's so many analysis paralysis liquidity strategies out there. So I would be careful with overwhelming yourself with too much. But when I say liquidity, all I'm really trying to do on gold is just understand previous highs or lows that haven't been grabbed, and they become my liquidity level. So right now on gold here, why am I looking at this as a liquidity level? Because if gold's going to have a true move down, it always comes up to grab the highs and then sells off. So that's what I'm trying to trade into. Same as here. If you're going to have a real push up, you're going to come down, you're going to grab the lows, and then you're going to push up. That's just what gold loves to do. So it's... I say it's simple. It's simple once you see it enough. I've just seen it happen time and time on gold. Yeah, we're watching gold for, 2+ hours a day, every single day for the past however many years. So I've just seen it happen for long enough. But try not to, like I said, there's a lot of analysis paralysis concepts out there that you don't want to go down a spiral. But if you go onto my channel, I have a lot of simplified liquidity strategy videos. All you're really trying to do is just understand that that's what gold loves to do. Gold loves to tag previous highs or lows before having the real move. So that's what I refer to as a liquidity grab. Some people could refer to it as something completely different. And like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. Right or wrong way to trade it. It's just how I like to look at the markets. So gold's still selling off here, guys, but 30-minute isn't going to hold support. So, oh wow, look at that NQ squeezing the highs. NQ probably the nicest this morning. Silver breaking lower. Oh, look down silver. You just tagged the highs there. Could you short silver? That's a pretty decent 30-minute closure there on silver. You just tagged the highs and you just closed a very bearish. Look at that. You just came up and wicked that high that had no top wick. Look at that on silver. Wow. I might see if I can. Let's see if I can take a sell here on silver. Let's see if I can short silver here. See if we can. I want to see if silver can break down a bit here. It's a pretty decent 30-minute closure. If you start breaking back above, I can manage. But that's a very nice 30-minute closure on silver. If we do find some support, that's fine. I can manage. I'm gonna short one micro here on silver. You got short. Yep. That's what I'm looking for, man. Silver. Yeah, silver. I like to. Let's go back on the higher time from here. Silver, I would like to see us come back down to here-ish. Maybe around there. We'll see. I'm not going to set a hard TP. I want to see how we're going to react. But that was a nice 30-minute candle closure. You just wicked out the highs and closed bearish. So I'll be looking for this to have a decent drive lower. 15-minute as well. You also wicked the highs. Ideally, I wanted to short this 15. Didn't really give much of an entry. But to me, to short this right now is still good. I'm going to short one micro here. My stop is really based off this high here. My stop is really based off this 5-minute high. I'm not putting it there just in case we do need a top 30-minute wick. But my stop is really around here. So I'm risking maybe about 160. Well, there you go. That's nice. It's nice volume there on silver. Now I can put the stop in there. Look at that. Nice. So, again, guys, reason for this trade. People trying to buy this trend line. I'm trying to short into it. Nice. Yeah, nice. So let's see how we're, again, so what we do, we take the trend line. We mark on the touches of the trend line. And then we'll see how we react at these points. If we break these lows, fantastic, we'll hold. If we wick these lows and start to hold support, then maybe we'll manage. Gold having a bit of a sell-off here as well. That was a very nice quick drive there. Changes to ticks. So what did you hit lows of there? Hit lows of... How much did we hit there? Very nice entry there. Quick 40 ticks. I want to see if this can squeeze low. If we come up to break a new high here, I will again, we'll probably be managing like somewhere around here. Exact same entry. Yeah, nice man. Good man. Nice 30-minute top wick entry. Again, what was that trade based off? 30-minute. 5-minute execution, 30-minute confirmation. Gold selling off here as well, guys. I don't like selling gold. The reason I don't like selling gold is because you didn't tag hourly highs. Silver did. I prefer to short gold than prefer to short silver than gold right now. Wish I had some lots of stock alerts go off yesterday. Had some Netflix alerts go off. Netflix is at some big levels. May get some longs on Netflix today. Meta's at a great area if you guys who are buying long-term stocks as well. Some big stock plays coming up this year. Yeah, it does. It's very similar. If we come back up to entry, guys, I will just manage the trade. I don't want to see us wick all the way back above in the first 3 minutes of the 30-minute candle, because what could that be? It could potentially be a 30-minute liquidity grab. Where have we just tapped into? Pretty decent support. If we break it, fantastic, but this is all one big support level. Yeah, it moves the exact same plan as gold, man. I would say just try and focus on gold because silver does move very big. But yeah, it follows the same principles. I'm going to go break even here, guys. I don't want to see this wick down this much and then wick all the way back above. Oh, look at that. Just passed my combine. Thank you for your teachings. Amazing, man. Amazing. Yes, no FOMO, Bruno. Absolutely, man. The reason I've gone to break even here, guys, is because this is a pretty steep rejection. I don't want to see us reject this much. I wanted to see us, you know, close bearish to confirm and then keep pushing down. Because remember, we are still overall bullish. So shorting is risky. So if I'm going to take the risky short, well, I want to manage that. Because I know that overall, in the back of my mind, we are still overall bullish. Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm not too sure, man. That's a good question. There you go. That's a nice 5-minute closure there. That's what I wanted to see. The reason I was starting to manage is because I'm also seeing gold. Gold's kind of wicking out lows and not really closing above or below just yet. Look, it's up $200 one micro. Yep, strong level, man. Strong level. I like that. So remember, if you were shorting this at 1 mini, you're up almost $2,000. That's why you want to be very careful with silver. Don't get me wrong. You can make a lot of money trading silver. You can also lose a lot of money trading silver. Bring it down a little bit. So see how we react around these lows. But again, you guys know the reason for this short. Trying to sell into where most people are trying to buy. Gold is trying to hold up here. Remember, gold, we are still bullish on gold. So gold, I'm still looking for longs. If gold wicks lows and starts to break out, I will scrap this silver trade and go back to gold. So look at Goldie here. We're trying to find some, trying to find some support. So if gold starts to break out, I will continue buying gold because we have a very nice double top target above. So don't get too focused on this silver trade. If we can, short silver, make some money and then risk that to buy gold later on, I would be happy with that. Because that's the overall trade I want. Yeah, 1 micro on silver is an overpowered micro. Yeah, 100%. Bit hedging, yeah. Exactly, man. I'd be happy to, if I make some money trading silver here, I'd be more than happy to risk that trading gold today because I think that's the overall move that I want. The overall trade I want today is gold longs up into that double top. How are we looking silver? How's the 15 looking? So 15 back at some support. I haven't quite grabbed the lows there. Actually, I'm gonna put my stop at break even because I don't care about trying to squeeze out 9 ticks. If it gets me at break even, it gets me at break even. Let's see. So we haven't hit these 15 lows. Now we did. Yeah, there you go. Now we just hit them lows there. So this could be a potential reversal point because that's that first liquidity point. So now I am going to bring my stop above this high. I'm happy to lock in 23 ticks here. Stop your lettuce hands. Yeah, where's your diamond hands? Lettuce hands today. But technically, look at that. It's nice. Not very often we see these nice 5-minute trades. But there's a nice 5-minute trade there. Came up, tagged highs, broke down, re-tagged the highs, sold off. There's a very nice 5-minute trade there. So you just hit that first liquidity level, and you're starting to bounce pretty quick. That is a very quick bounce off that low. Let's see if you're going to break it or you're going to hold it. Gold's still pushing lower as well. Gold's still coming down. Gold's still got a little bit of a room to come lower as well. I think gold's going to hit the lows from 655. 655 on Goldie. Again, though, like I say, this wasn't a 5-minute trade. This was an hourly trade and a 5-minute execution. You had an hourly liquidity grab. You had a 30-minute liquidity grab and a closure, and that's where we took the trade. We took the trade based off the 30-minute closure on just a 5-minute top wick. This additional 5-minute liquidity grab was nice, but the trade was mainly based off that higher time frame. Gold's still pushing lower here, guys, so I'm glad we didn't try and buy gold. Again, that's why you always want to stay as reactive as possible. Don't get too fixated. Well, you can, but just, walk away when you see these. If you're looking for longs on gold and it's pushing down, walk away. Wait for it to find support and close above. Let's have a look, son, man. Let's see. Dump. Yep. Yeah, I like that, man. I like that. I like that. So there's some gold. Yeah, definitely strong. Yep. Definitely. I'm looking at them 655 lows. You're gonna bounce from here, silver. Might bounce from here, guys. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna close there, guys. I'm gonna close there. I kind of want to see us push more. But you did, like I say, you hit this first liquidity level. So that's the first level where I have to manage the trade. Because gold is also finding some support with an overall bullish bias. So if gold starts to break out here, I think we get some nice longs on gold. So if gold can go high, then silver could also go higher too. So if we break back bullish on gold, I'm up at, only $127, nothing crazy. But I'm happy to risk this on potentially buying gold, which is my overall trade that I want to take today. Great trade, sir. Thank you, man. It's nice, nice little scalp. There's nothing too big. I wanted to see us kind of rip down lower, but being that we're overall bullish, taking it for just a little quick play down, yeah, it's not a bad trade. Only 1 micro too. 1 micro, $127, not bad. So this is what I'm watching for here on gold. If we start to break out from here, I'll see if we can go long. Made a quick 360 on that scalp. Yeah, nice, Corey. Nice. Nice. Good job, man. $360 in, what, 10 minutes? It's not a bad day, man. It's not a bad day. Let's see, Goldie. See, I do think Goldie may squeeze a little bit lower first. I would be surprised to see us push into that double top without grabbing these 655 lows. I would be surprised. So to buy gold, I kind of want to see this get back above, and then I would take this into that double top. And I think that would give us a very, very, very nice range to play. So it might require some patience, but if you wait for it to grab the lows and then break out, well, from here to here, you're talking 160 tick range. Is that worth the wait? Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking for here on Goldie. NQ came out for, look at that. NQ's there again, like I said, I don't trade NQ, but NQ is absolutely the play of the day. Yeah, I could still take it, Jake. Yeah, definitely. If I get a nice late with him or someone, yeah, I would. I'll be happy to risk it. Definitely. You probably want to see, yeah, if this 30-minute holds like this, the next 30-minute comes down, yeah, I'd like to buy that, man. I think there's enough for me to give it a shot. Because we have a decent double top target. Yeah, there'll be some Asia streams starting in February, but the Asia streams won't be on YouTube, unfortunately. Dakota is the man of the Asia streams on YouTube. 140 times 2 XFAs. Nice. Good, man. Well done. Nice trade, man. You guys on YouTube, if you did take the trade as well, remember, drop me a tag at the Aaron Trades, at TopstepTV, hashtag London Open, and I will see your guys' trades. Let's see if we got any in here. Still watching Goldie here. Hashtag London Open. Let's see. Oh, wow. There you go. Look at this. Beautiful. When was this? 16th of January. Wow, look at this. Buying up into a liquidity level. Look at that. That's perfect. Perfect. Look at that. That's beautiful. What's that? Gold in the 5 minute. Look at that. Nice to take it from there. Didn't work. That's fine. Buy it again once it comes down to re-grab the lows. Even more reason to see it go higher. That's a great trade right there. That's a great trade, man. I'll even tell you it's a great trade. Look at this. Just in case you're not here. Look at this. Great trade. Upgrades a premium. No, I can't afford it. Silver didn't push down. Not today. Maybe another day. So yeah, like I say, if you guys did take that silver scalp or you're looking at some potential setups, feel free to hashtag London Open at TopstepTV at the Aaron Trades, and I'll see your guys' charts. Yeah, if gold does break out from here, I'm happy to give it a shot from here. Especially when I got a nice $127 cushion on the day. If I'm usually risking about 500 on the day, well, I can take this at some all right size. How much do I have in this account? Let's see. 3K, nice. Silver, let's have a look. Silver. Oh, nice, David. That's a good question, man. Let me see. Let's have a quick look at silver. Where are we? So silver, good management there, guys. Reason for managing is we tagged the first liquidity low perfectly. So although I'd love to see this push lower, remember what did we say about these trend lines? Remember what we said about these trend lines? Shorting into the second touch is a very, very good first target. Now, if this was on like an hourly trend line, you know, this move here would be way bigger. But because it's a 5 minute, it's just a very small scalp. But you hit that second touch of that trend line. So my thought process is most people who try and buy third touch of trend lines typically risk off the second. So what does price do? Comes down, tags that second touch of trend line, and breaks back higher. So what we were doing is shorting into that. So now that we have grabbed these lows, if you start to break out, you could go long. You just had a 15-minute close here on Goldie. Tagging the lows, holding above. If you get a bit of a bottom wick on the 15, it could be worth a shot here. You have very nice upside targets here on gold. You're talking 140 tick range. It's a very, very, very decent range. Did you grab the lows in the currency? No, you still haven't grabbed them lows. It's tough for me to want to buy that. 500 away from passing my combine. Nice, man. It's the 4th time I've done it, but I always end up burning through my account before the payout. What do you recommend I do different this time, apart from everything I've learned at the traders table over the last week? Yeah, so it's a good question, man, because sometimes the hardest part of a combine or a payout is that last couple of $100. More so because we just psychologically just do everything wrong. You know, we say to ourselves, oh, if I make 500 a day, I'm funded, and then I can start making real money. But try not to think like that as much as possible. Just try and just focus. I know it's hard. Like, don't even think about the fact that you're $500 away from, pretend you're like $1,000 away from passing. You know, just try and focus on this as much as possible, and don't focus on this. This is why I hide my balance here. Not because I don't want to show it to you guys. Like, I show all the balance, all my accounts. You know, I hide this because I don't want to see this. I don't want to know how many green days I am away from potentially getting a payout. I just want to focus on taking good trades. So try and focus on taking good trades, man, as much as possible. You know, you're $500 away from passing, so do everything that has got you to that point. I see sometimes a lot of people, you know, let's say if they're selling here on silver, but taking it to maybe here would have passed their combine, but it hit the first level and they don't take profit. Well, then you just missed out on a good trade. So don't judge trades based off where you're at in your combine. If this is your liquidity level, regardless of if this is $500 or if this is $400, you take profit at these levels. So try not to trade from that dollar amount as much as possible. Do you have one more? Yes, we absolutely do, man. I'll wrap up here soon and we'll jump on. Absolutely, man. Looking forward to catching up. So yeah, I know it's hard, but try and detach from the money as much as possible, man. As much as possible. And just, yeah, like I say, change your charts to the ticks, you know, change it to ticks, hide the balance, and just, like I say, man, focus on taking good trades. Don't hold trades because you could squeeze out an extra dollar amount to pass. You know, don't take trades just because you want to pass. Like if you've already had a good day today and normally you'd be done, don't keep trading because you're almost passing. Just do the same thing. Just stop for the day, come back tomorrow. If you pass today, great. If you pass next week, great. But we don't have to pass right away. But yeah, that last couple of $100 can absolutely be the hardest part. So YouTube guys, I'm going to wrap up there. We had a nice little short scalp there on silver. Nothing too crazy. I am still looking for overall longs today on gold up into this double top target, but I have to shoot off because we're jumping on a one-to-one call with one of the mentorship members. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. Like I say, if you guys did get that trade, well done. It was a very nice move, and we'll be right back again tomorrow morning to end the week off strong. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you guys did learn something, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.